Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my subscribers and a big shout out to my new subscribers. Please, if you're watching this video and you like the content, maybe you like me, maybe you like the sound of my Aussie accent, I don't really know. Maybe you're just feeling really kind. Whatever it is, hit subscribe right down there. Help me grow the channel. It's super easy. You barely need to do anything. It's just one click away. Go on, do it. Do it. I'm adding new content a few times a week. Leave me some comments. Let me know what's working. Maybe you like the videos, whatever. Maybe you don't. If you don't like them, still leave a comment. Thank you. Alright, today's video is kind of part of my OMAD series about weight loss. Today I'm talking specifically about my gym routine. I'm talking about the 5x5 strength building program. Now, if you haven't heard of 5x5, I'd be kind of surprised because you either searched for it and ended up at this video, or you've been looking for it and the algorithms brought you to this video. Anyway, 5x5 is a very famous, very classical weight training and strength program. It's super simple, which is often criticized for, and it's great for beginners. Again, another reason it's criticized. But to all those critics, shut up. There is a heap of content and research out there about 5x5 strength training, and I'm just going to summarize it for you in really basic terms. It is proven to work and it gives results in terms of strength gains for novice lifters. That's great for me. I've been a beginner for about 20 years. The reason is because I'm not consistent. I'll usually get motivated to train, I'll go to the gym, I'll be consistent for a period, maybe months. I think the best case scenario is maybe a year, and then I lose interest again. This ensures I never really break through that beginner or novice period. And I reckon that's probably about 90% of people fall into that category. And that's great, because it means that the 5x5 strength program is perfect for me, and it's probably perfect for you. I'll take you through it at a high level, and I'll highlight some of the reasons why it's great. Reason number one, as I've said, it is super simple. It focuses on 4 key compound movements. A compound movement is any movement that helps you engage multiple muscle groups at one time. In this case, the movements are pull, press, and squat. You take those movements, you do 5 sets of 5 repetitions per movement, and repeat that at least 2 to 3 times a week for the best results. To ensure that you progress, you add a little bit of weight incrementally each session, and there you have it. That's 5x5 in a nutshell. So where to start? First, you need to know the movements. As I said, there are 4 compound movements. A squat, so we use the squat. A pull, in this case, we'll use the deadlift. And then a press. And for me, I use 2 types of press. Bench press, and then overhead press, sometimes called shoulder press. If you've never done these movements before, I'd recommend watching some videos of someone doing them. So do a little research on YouTube, try to find out the proper form, and there are plenty of books out there. If you've got a library card, I'm sure you can track something down. The reason you want to know proper form is so that you don't get injured, and that you're doing the movement as efficiently and as appropriately as possible. I'm sharing some footage here of me performing these movements. You could probably mimic my movements if you just want the basic technique. But again, I don't have all the cues, and I could do full videos about the proper technique for each of these movements, which I don't have time for. But you'll get the basic idea. I've never watched myself perform these movements. I probably don't have as good a form as I thought, and I'll need to work on that. Because a lot of these exercises are performed standing, it also helps engage a lot of those muscle groups around your torso and spine, which in turn helps you build core stability and core strength. So next time someone says to you after a workout, hey, do you want to go do some planks and work on our core? Tell them to get stuffed. If they want to do that, go and do yoga, grow up. Now we've got to select the right weight. We essentially want to find a weight that is challenging to do 5 reps, but we don't think we could get to 10. And that would be our starting point. If you're not confident estimating that starting point, start with an empty bar, do 5 reps. If you found that easy, add 5 pounds to the bar, do 5 more reps. Keep going until you get to a point where You could do 5 pretty easily, but you think you'd struggle to do 10. That's where you want to start, and don't let ego get in the way. If you honestly need to use an empty bar, use an empty bar. We're not here to break records, we're here to improve. And if you're starting at an empty bar, you'll be improving very quickly. So let's take the first movement, say a squat. I'm going to choose that weight that's challenging for 5 reps, but I'd struggle to do 10. And I'm going to do my first set of 5 reps. Nice and controlled, full range of motion. After 5 reps, rack the weight. Rest for 60 to 90 seconds. Do another set of 5 reps. Rest again. Repeat this for 5 full sets of 5. That's it. You've just started 5 by 5. Now if at some point throughout those sets you found at rep 3, rep 4, maybe rep 5 was really challenging, I would say maybe increase your rep time between the sets so that you fully recover. If you're still finding those reps into the 3s, the 4s and the 5s really challenging or near impossible, you're probably going to need to drop the weight. I do modify the basic 5 by 5 a little. Some training programs will say, train to failure, no pain, no gain, etc. Grow up. We're beginners. We're training for incremental improvement. We want to be able to do 5 sets of 5 reps and come back in a few days and add a bit more weight and do it again. You are trying to build strength, so if you have some capacity, we want to get maximum time under tension, or time under the barbell, or some people say maximum training volume. But on the flip side, if we go too far and if we go to failure, this will impact our ability to recover, which means you might not be able to go to the gym in the next couple of days because you're in too much pain. People might think pain is a good sign, I'm gonna grow. But what we know is over time, unless you can keep the training volume high, you will never grow. And if you're spending too much time away from the gym because you're recovering, well then you're not actually making progress. So my recommendation is train for a purpose, not for pain. Are feeling soreness and pain after a gym session? That's pretty normal, but we don't want to be in a position where we couldn't train a couple of times a week. We don't want to have ever experienced so much pain that we dread getting back under the barbell. So we did squat. We're going to repeat that with overhead press, 5 sets of 5 with 60 to 90 seconds recovery between sets. Then we're going to do it with a deadlift, 5 of 5. Then we're going to do bench press, 5 of 5. That's it. Easy program to remember. Go to the gym, do those 5 movements, 5 sets of 5 with some recovery. It's nice and quick, 25 to 45 minutes, especially if you move efficiently around the gym. Doing 5 by 5 3 times a week with that little extended set at the end ensures that you're getting maximum time under tension or good training volume. Think about it. 5 sets of 5 squats, 25 repetitions. 3 times a week, 75 repetitions. Maybe you can get a 4th session in, 100 repetitions. You can see this 5 by 5 program ensures big compound movements are getting a lot of volume. But to progress, we need to ensure that we're constantly increasing intensity. Intensity is just the amount of weight. So increase intensity with each opportunity. The goal should be to add 5 pounds each week. If you're really doing well, you can add 5 pounds each session. Beginners will find that adding 5 pounds each session initially is easy. So that's it, the 5 by 5 program. Keep it simple and be consistent. I hope you found this video helpful. I also have some videos here about my OMAD diet, how I'm going and my progress. And here's another interesting video about my mum.